Hey guys, I thought I would give you my recommendations for the gear you're going to need for your first day of swim team.
First day of school! Wake up! Wake up! Come on, first day of school!
If you just joined a swim team and you're like, crap, I have nothing that I need, this is my list of 5 things that I think you need to have. You could definitely go get different brands that you might like, but these are just what I would recommend. And I'm really stuffy today, and if I look a little bit sick, it's probably just allergies. It's just really annoying. It's like, I should have filmed yesterday because this wasn't going on yesterday. Number 1 is something that I think everyone's going to know that they need, but a lot of people might not know what brands to get and what type to get, and that is a really good practice suit. I have 2 favorite brands of practice suit. My first favorite is the Speedo Endurance Plus suit. I haven't worn this one to its full potential, I guess. But my dad wore one of his for over a year and it lasted him, and he swims like 6 days a week, so it lasted him a really long time. And I've had this for about 6 months now and it's lasting awesome for me, so I really love this. I would definitely recommend this one. The second one is a Jolyn. I have the tie back, but that doesn't really make a difference because it's just the material that it's made out of. Jolyns also hold up a really long time, so I absolutely love this one too. The suits that last the longest are the ones that have the highest percentage of polyester if you look at the tag. So for example, on my Jolyn, it's 100% polyester. And the lining is 100% PBT polyester, which is a polyester blend. So this suit is pretty much all polyester, which is why it lasts longer. It isn't as soft as a Lycra suit, which Lycra doesn't last as long, but it is a lot softer. This isn't super rough, but it's definitely not as soft and slick as a Lycra suit is. But this one does hold up way better because polyester just holds up longer. It's a stronger material. And the Speedo Endurance Plus suit is 51% polyester PBT, which is the blend, and 49% polyester. So this is pretty much all polyester. So that's also a reason why this one lasts really long too. For suit sizing, you want to make sure that it doesn't have any wrinkles and it should only go up to about the bottom of your ear, or even about the middle of your ear is okay, but you don't want it to have any wrinkles because that will create drag for one, which will actually make it harder to swim, especially if you're trying to learn new technique and you're just beginning swimming. You want to be able to focus on swimming and the technique, not swimming harder because the suit is creating so much drag. And also, having a baggy suit actually makes it wear out faster, and a lot of people might think that getting a bigger suit you can grow into it, which saves money, but it actually doesn't, and it wears out way faster and it creates drag, so it tends to be kind of a waste of money. So you really want to make sure you get a suit that doesn't have any wrinkles and it fits very snug, because the day you buy it and the first time you ever wear it in the pool is as tight as it is ever going to be. If you want a cheaper option than these 2 suits, Dolfin has 2 different lines, the Dolfin Uglies and the Dolfin Chloroban, and those are both amazing suits. They last a really long time, especially if you're not swimming as much. Number 2, you're gonna need a good pair of goggles. Don't go to Target and get a pair of goggles hanging by the pool noodles. You don't want to get one of those. You want to make sure that you get a really good pair of goggles that will be very hydrodynamic and not create drag and have a really good seal, especially for diving at meets. And also just at practice and swimming a bunch, you want to have goggles that aren't leaking on you all the time. And I have 2 favorites for 2 different reasons. My Speedo Vanquisher 2.0 goggles used to be my holy grail. I would wear them to practice and meets, and I didn't like any other goggles more than these. Now, the engine goggles have surpassed the Speedos. I now exclusively wear the engines to practice because I love them. And in my review, I did mention that I wore these to a meet and the edge is actually kind of sharp right here. So they ended up ripping my cap because I double cap and pull it over the edge of my goggles. But otherwise, the seals work great for diving, so I would wear these to meets if I didn't double cap. And I would wear them exclusively for everything over the Speedos, but I do wear the Speedos only for meets because they don't have as sharp of an edge and I can double cap without ripping my cap. If you don't double cap, the engine goggles are amazing for both practice and meets. Number 3, Caps are definitely optional, but I really would recommend wearing them if you have long hair, because caps aren't meant to keep your hair dry at all. They're just meant to keep your hair out of your face and create less drag, so you have a more slick surface for the water to go over. So a lot of times my guy teammates won't wear caps at practice because the drag doesn't really matter and their hair is short enough. But at meets they'll definitely wear a cap just to get the least amount of drag as they can. But for all of my teammates who have longer hair, we all wear caps just to keep it out of our face, and your hair can be really heavy when it gets wet, so having a cap to really keep it out of the way is definitely useful. Even if you have shorter hair, if it still falls in your face, it can definitely be a distraction and make it hard to focus on your technique when you have to constantly like flip your hair out of your face while you're swimming. So a cap is definitely a good thing to wear. I've tried a lot of caps, but the Speedo cap is my favorite. It's the thickest of all of them. The TYR, Arena, and Engine caps are all a little bit thinner. They're definitely good caps, but I find that the Speedos last the longest for me because they're really thick and I just love them. This is my absolute favorite design from them, and if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that I've bought like 3 of these. And even though they discontinued them, I still went and like dug around for them to try and find more. This cap lasted me for like a year and a half until it ripped, but the Speedo caps are absolutely awesome. I do have a cap video talking about all the different kinds of caps, whether it's silicone versus latex or like a dome cap. I have a whole video telling you guys everything you would ever want to know about caps. So definitely go check that video out for more information on caps. But this is a silicone one and it's my favorite. Number 4, this will come as no surprise if you saw last week's video. This is the Under Armour Beyond water bottle. It's my absolute favorite stainless steel water bottle because it keeps the water really cold and it keeps ice in it. Now there are some other stainless steel brands that a lot of my teammates use and they love those too, so this isn't an exclusive brand that's the absolute best, but it's the one that I like the best. Now even if you're just beginning swimming, having water with you is a necessity. You always want to be hydrated, so having a good water bottle that keeps water cold is really important. They do sell cheaper plastic ones, but I really like the stainless steel because I find that it just makes the water taste better. I just find that I like to have stainless steel because I just like it better. I even know of a team who doesn't allow you to bring water bottles to practice because they require you to drink the entire thing before practice starts so you're hydrated for the workout. It's a little extreme, but it is kind of cool. Number 5. There are definitely many options when it comes to picking out a swim bag. There are mesh ones, there's little duffel bags, and there's also huge bags that you can get if you are constantly at swim meets and you need to bring a lot of stuff with you. Mesh bags are great if you don't want to bring a huge backpack swim bag and you just want to carry a small one because you don't have much gear. So that's a great option. This is the bag I use. This is the Speedo Teamster backpack, which I did a review on. I really love this one because it's holding up great. I've had it for almost 2 years now, so I absolutely love it. You don't want to just bring a random bag that you have in your house because those aren't meant for pools and water and wet swim gear. I mean, you buy a laptop bag for your laptop, so you want to buy a swim bag for your swim stuff. A lot of time and research goes into making these to make sure you have everything that you need for swim meets and swim practice, especially all the pockets and the way the bag is just made to be comfortable and everything. I hope you guys found this helpful, knowing all the gear that I would go out and buy if I were starting a swim team tomorrow. And if you found this helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below on what video you would like me to do next, and subscribe if you haven't already to see my next videos. Bye! For the no, that wasn't how it's supposed to go. There we go, that's how it's supposed to go. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. My Speedo Endurance, that's the name of the suit. And I now wear engines. I like delayed the plural. It isn't. And don't go to Target. Brain fart. Completely blanked on the rest of my sentence. What? Okay. Still blinking. Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? Oh,